Okay, and we should be live. I am a disembodied voice with an avatar. Apparently, this new software does not like my camera, so that's great. Again, guys, this is kind of a pre-recording where we kind of talk a little bit. That way, we have time to record the entire episode and it doesn't cut us off. All right, I think we're ready. Thanks for watching and listening. Welcome to Autographers Anonymous, a place where we discuss our addiction to the greatest hobby in the world. Let's go around the room.
What's up, guys? It's Mike from the Autograph Network, aka The Godfather. And because it's Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for these guys.
Oh,
I'm Chase from Chasing Inc. And apparently I am not intended for kids anymore.
damn YouTube. And I'm Zane Savage, and I'm selling all my TTMs to buy a TV on Black Friday. Just want to let you guys know there was a discussion that was had a couple of episodes ago about Eugene Krantz and his new signature. They are confirmed real. If you go on Star Tiger, you can actually see a photo of him signing his new signature. So all the discussion around that is now over. The decision is final. Eugene Krantz is real. Time for new returns, Mikey.
Okay, got a couple cool things in. One purchase, got this guy, Guy Harvey. He's a pretty famous artist, does a lot with animals and conservation. Big down here at SeaWorld, but his artwork goes for a pretty good price. But I picked this up from a guy on Facebook for next to nothing. Just wanted something in my collection from Guy. I did get a couple things in for Autographs for a Cure. I got a donation from Jacob Noble, who contacted me and asked if I wanted some cards to put up on the site. Reminds me, before I get started, I do have to redesign the site because they are charging me an arm and a leg for my e-commerce package. So I'm going to drop that and just put pictures and have you guys contact me directly to still buy them. I'm still going to have the store, but I got to reconfigure it. But anyways, I'm not going to go through all these because he sent a nice little stack, but he did send a couple Hall of Famers, Wade Boggs, Bruce Sutter. Let's see, 80. What is that? The 89 top set. Everyone collects that, so that's a cool card. Bunch of guys that are currently playing. A couple of Blake Snells for the Tampa Bay Rays. This one's pretty cool. Omar Vizquel on the Mariners card, and a bunch of guys. Bowman rookie cards. So a lot of guys I don't know because I don't follow a lot of the current stuff. I told him I'd look them up. Gave me some pointers on a few of them that have the full signature. They've since changed their signature. I did get a Christmas card from my good buddy Kim, who has been a longtime friend and supporter of what I'm doing for Autographs for a Cure. And she's also contacted some people recently. One of those people being the commissioner of Major League Baseball, Rob Manfred, and he actually signed baseball and baseball.
That's upside down.
That's upside down. Baseball. So he sent two nice pearls, official Major League balls. For Autographs for a Cure. So thank you, Kim, if you listen to the podcast, for the Christmas card, the friendship, and doing stuff for Autographs for a Cure. I greatly appreciate it. I did get a failure. Just give you guys a heads up. Jimmy Carter, if you guys have missed out on him, there's a good chance you will not get him anymore. I sent this back. He's 95 years old, has had some bad health issues where he's fallen, but he is sending stuff back. I sent the official portrait, which he only signs like White House stuff, but it looks like he is no longer signing because of health reasons, and he was an awesome TTM signer. So that's too bad. If you missed him, I guess you're out of luck. TTMs got some pretty cool stuff in. This is Kathleen Hughes. Like I said, I've been on that kick where I'm getting the older actresses. This is a poster from the Glass Web. It Came from Outer Space, old sci-fi horror movie.
That's a good one.
Yep, pretty awesome. Then a couple of shots, old school ding. Another one here. So I sent 4. She sent a nice note there, but she sent this, which is really cool. It's a Universal Monsters of the Silver Screen trading card.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. This was a pretty big return because the movie is pretty iconic. But this is Peter Hinwood, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Sent that somewhere overseas, I believe. Second 3. Sent to the set of Blue Bloods for Mr. Tom Selleck. Of course, he's a huge Detroit Tigers fan. Did some spring training stuff with him. Most of you know him as Magnum P.I. And Frank Reagan from Blue Bloods, which is an awesome show if you're not watching it.
This will come back into play. Maybe.
And wouldn't be my returns if I didn't get an astronaut in. So here we go. Carl Waltz, standard shot, portrait, generic shuttle launch with mission descriptions down there, and something from space. So I love sending to the astronauts because of shots like this. That's so cool to me. Old school. This is Monique van Veren, old burlesque. And here's an old shot for Smirnoff Vodka with Mr. Woody Allen.
There'd be another good case against.
There you go. Woody Allen, that is, not Monique van Veren.
Cool.
This one is a pretty cool return and quick, too. Keir Dilla. He was in 2001, A Space Odyssey. So nice to see him signing. There's an old movie poster.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. And signed that one. So a couple of those will go up for autographs for Akir. This one took a long time, but pretty cool. I haven't seen a lot of returns from her. Let me just sort these real quick, get my photos because she sent some extras. And sent a nice note. But this is actress Florence Kasuma, and she was in Avengers right there. Of course, and Black Panther also. You might recognize her more in that shot. And the third one I sent, she's down front there. She sent 4 postcards. She's in the Broadway play of The Lion King. And 4 more there. She did also send a nice note here. And just a heads up, she's like, I looked at your Facebook page because the people are always the most interesting part of these exchanges. So just FYI, if you guys send something and put in kind of your personal information, they may look you up.
Yep.
Cool return here from Star Trek, John Potch. He's not Lieutenant Worf, but this guy here, character actor. There's another one there. There's the Will Wheaton. There's one there. And it was also in Jaws 3, which was filmed down here at SeaWorld Orlando. That's a blown up trading card. Had to do it.
Yep.
Nice Hall of Fame return here. This is Basketball Hall of Famer Adrian Dantley.
Nice.
A nice old school shot there. I know him mostly from when he played with the Pistons. There's a cool shot with Larry Bird. And I actually sent 2 trading cards. There he is with the Mavericks. And nice old school Pistons card. That's 88 Fleer. So
he's in the Hall of Fame?
I believe he is. And last one, I know Chase got him in also, but astronaut Jack Lasman. And there's the portrait, the generic shuttle launch, something from space, and I found a cool shot, actually, him in high school playing football. So I sent that to him. So just something unique to have. Let's see. Baseball's done. Done. That is it for me, Mr. Chase.
All right. Well, since you ended with it, I'll start with it as well. So here's mine. Right there. Now these are for my son, so that's why they say has his name on it. But he does a logo and the official picture. So I went to a small card show over the weekend and picked up a couple signed cards for my Rangers. There's that one. There's John Barfield. Ex-Ranger, but this is as a manager, Frank Howard. Also picked up a Kevin Apier and a Cecil Cooper. That one's in pin, so it's kind of hard to see, but those are purchases while I was at the show.
Ballpoint bastard.
Oh, yeah. We got Mr. John, I'm going to say Nyland. I'm not sure how that at the show I heard it multiple ways. Nyland, Nealon. So got a couple of those. He was one free per entry, so I got some of X-Rangers Bump Wills. He was there as well. That's Maury Wills' son. I don't know if you know who that is, but this is rookie card. And this one came with the free FPOA, fingerprint of authentication.
Nice.
I don't know.
Now, do they play at the same time? Because that's an early card. I didn't know Maury Wills.
No, Maury, I think he was like
60s.
60s, I think.
Yeah, Maury Wills was 60s. So
these are late 70s cards. His rookie year was what is it?
78.
Yeah, 78. So 83.
Okay. Yeah. They would have just missed each other.
But also now lead on to the TTMs. I got Mark Whitten.
Hard hitting Mark Whitten.
That's what I keep hearing. Well, let's start with this one. This one's a umpire, Jim Evans. So he signed my checklist. I got Whitey Herzog. I know he was having some health problems, so thought I'd go ahead and get these out while I can.
That's awesome. That's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
I just sold a bottle of hot sauce, Whitey Herzog hot sauce on eBay. It's from 1990 or something. It's pretty gross.
Ex football player, and I guess you say he's still actor Fred Dreyer. Let's see. This particular card had some like wax, I guess, kind of still on it. I didn't prep it.
Shame.
I know. That's a tour review right there. I didn't even think of it.
Amateur.
How to get off wax off of old cards like this. Use pantyhose. Seriously.
Does that really work?
Yeah, get you a pair of pantyhose and just rub on it, and it on the card it comes right off.
I'm sure your wife loves that.
Oh no! I went to Walmart and was looking. You can get them for like $2 for like 4 pair or whatever. And
so if you see Chase at Walmart buying a bunch of pantyhose, guys,
yeah,
you know the reason now.
It was kind of awkward because I had to ask where they were because my wife wasn't with me at the time. Okay. Ex-Cowboy Cliff Harris, and then did send a donation in with these two. We got Eric Dickerson. There's 1 and 2. Come on, focus. All right. And then the last thing I got here, not really a TTM, but we talked about him before. Reindeer Studios. I off of his YouTube page, I won one of his contests and got a very nice Cousin Eddie for the holidays.
That's awesome.
So
it's gonna get matted, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get that framed up for sure.
That'll be awesome.
But that's all I got.
All right, and I actually do have a return. I forgot. Actually, Caleb's Cards sent me a care package, which I appreciate. And he sent 3 autographed football photos as a gift for Christmas, for the Christmas card. And he sent me, of course, you can't see these because I have a freaking icon today. De'Aaron Talbert and Jim Everett and Steve Bono. So thank you, Caleb. Really appreciate it. Got your Christmas card hanging up in my living room. So, okay, guys. We're going to move on to a segment called Collector Quandary. This is where we ask everybody on the show one question. And the question is, what does your signature look like? And we're going to start with Mike.
All right. We actually signed, what was it, about 10, 15 pitchers and then trading cards.
20.
Yeah, 20. So we all had some practice. And I would say that my signature is probably not the most consistent. I like to change it every once in a while, but I do have a couple characteristics that are pretty steady, I guess. So this is my basic signature. You get the M that I try and bring down, and then I come through. I usually sign my first name as Michael because I can come up with the L instead of Mike. And then the last name, R. There we go. And then I start with the H and it gets kind of sloppy. D, and I end with an S. I just wanted to see. I just signed a second one just to see. Again, pretty consistent as far as the characteristics, but
that's an IP signature.
They rushed IP because I was told about this late. But let's see. There we go. So
characteristics are consistent.
Yeah. So it's close. I'm not a machine like Cal Ripken Jr. or somebody like that. I mean, he pumps out the same signature every single time. I'm all over the board. So
yeah, I'd say if you signed it every day of your life, you'd probably be a lot more consistent with it. All right, let's see. Let's show yours off, Chase.
All right. Well, mine's kind of, I don't know. At least it's shaped the same, because here's my little card. And then,
man.
Yeah.
Can't keep him in between the lines.
Hey, the box was really, really small. Come on now.
Hey, we all fitted in between the lines, my friend.
But I mean, it's there. You can see. Let's see if I can. There's the C, and you can kind of spell it out there: HASECOLL, and then it gets some scribbles. And this is a TH, where it started off as just a TH, and then kind of went and just kept going, and finally.
How'd you get the swoopy at the bottom?
Yeah, that's
flare.
Well, it's an H that kind of here's the hump, and then the last part of it just goes this way, I guess.
Right, but that's a flare, right? That's not an actual letter. So
yeah, no, it's just a scribble.
Okay, well, show mine off because I'm just as we stated, disembodied voice today.
Let's see if I can.
Okay, so there's my signature, and I'm kind of like Mike. It varies, like how quick I'm signed in. Actually, it gets worse the more I think about it. Like if I'm sitting there trying to decide my name, it usually doesn't turn out the same. But yeah, it's just a quick signature. You got the Z, and you can see the AN, and really no E. You get the big swooping S. Sometimes I'll get a little loop in there where the A is supposed to be, and it almost looks like a G. and then there's the G at the end with no E. So I kind of forget E's. Anyways, I practiced my signature. You can put it down. We're going to talk about kind of how we came up with our signatures. Was it something you planned, or is it something you kind of just evolved over time? Personally speaking, like when I was in school, I would practice my signature all the freaking time. That's kind of one of the things I did in class. I just wrote pages and pages of my signature. It's got sloppier since I just don't care as much about my signature as I got older, I guess. When I was really big into collecting when I was younger, it was definitely a lot more fancy. I had a lot more loops, even had some like I guess you call them swerves over the signature. It's kind of like flourishes. That's the word I'm looking for. But all that's kind of gone now. How did you guys come up with your signature? Did you practice it, or was it like just you signing your name and it just got rushed and that's your signature?
I always had hopes and dreams, of course, as every little kid wanted to be a professional baseball player. And then, I thought I was going to do something in the entertainment industry. So I always was like, oh, just in case, let me just go ahead and practice this. So kind of the same thing. You just kind of sit there and you're like, oh, let me just see what it'd look like if if somebody was writing to me or if I had to sign photos. And then as I got older, the more you sign, if you've ever bought a house, sign 8,000 documents, sign here, sign here, sign here. You don't want to do a fancy Mary Costa, calligraphy autograph for all that stuff. So mine evolved from big and fancy. If I was going to sign something, if somebody sent me an 8x10 to how fast can I sign this and still have it look like my name? So
Right.
I've got the M, and the RH for my last name. And other than that is pretty flat. So it's just like, okay, next, sign here, initial here.
I think you're onto something. I think signing like legal documents and boring stuff like checks, I think that really diminishes the signature over time. I think once you hit that point, it's kind of like, hey,
yeah, when you're not paying, somebody's not getting paid for a signature, like a paid signing or something. When you're just doing it to, basically sign your life away for whatever reason, a car, house, whatever. And I want to be done with this.
Right, exactly. Chase?
Yeah, pretty much the same. The whole little swoop at the end, that didn't really come until like after high school. But I mean, just writing it out over and over and over, and my name is forever long. So, any way I can kind of shorten it up, just get some scribbles in there, works out.
Did you practice it when you were younger?
When I was younger, I did, but it looked completely different.
Right.
Because like I had like a signature where I had my first name and then my last name was underneath it.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, trying to make something cool, because I like going to get autographs from players and thought, like Mike, one of these days I'm gonna be a baseball player or whatever, and didn't happen. And yeah, you start signing paperwork for school and college and buying a house, buying a car, whatever, you sign all these legal documents and, it has to somewhat look the same. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, as long as they can identify the main characteristics like Mike showed, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a collector quandary. We're going to move on to the topic, which is a broad topic, which is the podcast in general. Me and the guys have kind of talked it over, and I think we're going to do a breakup of seasons for the podcast. I've actually seen several podcasts do this. What this means is we're going to take a extended period of time off and announce a time when we're coming back. And from there, we'll probably announce how long we'll go also. And that will be the second season of Autographers Anonymous. This full year, we've done a full year of shows. And I feel like we're a little pooped out on topics. We're trying to kind of, come up with stuff that's creative, but going a full year doing shows, the well's running a little bit dry. Also, I think the fans will get a kick out of it, kind of getting a break and us coming back. It'll be a nice refresher. But we kind of talked it over, and that's kind of what we're thinking, guys. You guys want to chime in?
Yeah, and we've got the holidays coming up, and we all do this on a Tuesday night, but we all have significant others, kids, jobs, extracurricular activities, just maybe a TV show we want to watch. Holidays are always busy, even if we weren't doing the podcast with buying presents, whatnot. Christmas, New Year's, people are running around. It's always hectic. So we kind of threw out the idea of taking this time off just because as listeners also it's hectic for you guys because you want to tune in to a live show. If not, catch it on a recording on the podcast on iTunes or whatever. But you might not be able to make it on Tuesday because of the holidays. So I think it's just a good time to kind of step back and like recharge our topics and what our returns, and allows us to get stuff out, because it's always been this time of year slows down for TTMers. And I think that's just celebrities. Same thing. They're in the same boat where they slow down, not sign as much, and returns seem to kind of do the same thing. Take a little break.
Yep. And I think this will be good for us. I think I'm thinking about spring. We'll make an official announcement on Facebook and the website of when we're actually going to do the comeback. But I think springtime would probably be a good time. Early spring. Chase, you got anything?
No, just totally agree. I mean, yeah, especially like Mike was saying, it's holiday season. My stamp buying has to decrease quite a bit while I'm doing Christmas shopping and whatnot. Like we said last time, priorities. So I know I'm sending out less. I mean, I'm still getting stuff in, but after the holidays is whenever you start hitting that dry spot because you're not sending them out now.
Yep.
So yeah, I think spring will be good right around. You get spring training coming back, so you start to get stuff from that maybe, and
yep.
And
maybe even just a little bit before spring. Well, like I said, we'll have to figure it out with everybody's schedules and what works best for everybody. Yeah. We're also working out this streaming thing. As you can tell, we started on Google Hangout, obviously, and then that kind of they stopped supporting it and it had a lot of bugs, so we had to switch to Be Live, and now we're working with StreamYard. And as you can see, I don't have any video today due to some technical issues. So we'd like to get all that hammered out for you guys too. Not sure where we would stream live when we come back. Facebook's been working okay for us, but we might want to go back to YouTube. I know StreamYard does do YouTube, so.
And I know we always get the itch too, and Zane's done it, I've done it, where we just jump on and go live too. So just because the show might take a little hiatus doesn't mean that we might not jump on, in the middle of January, because we just we just want to be online and talk, and whoever jumps in. And we did a Q&A. I showed off. I've got 2 boxes of 4x6 photos that I haven't gone through, that I need to get posted. And I was just showing them off, talking autographs and answering questions. So we can always jump on during our little breaks and have a little instant show, I guess.
Yeah, it's not going to be like we're going to be off the internet for a few months. It's not going to be like that. We're going to be posting every once in a while, and obviously we'll do some pop-in live streams. Some will be multi-people. Most will be probably be just one person, but that's still on the table for sure. So yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking, guys, going forward. This is actually going to be the last podcast of the year, and as I said, we'll get a solid schedule out to you guys of when we're planning on doing the comeback, and how long that's going to be. That's going to take some thinking and figuring some stuff out. So, okay. That's kind of the topic. That just kind of wanted to talk about that. Don't think of it as a sad thing. We're not going away or anything. It's just that we needed a break. I think you guys could use a break from us. And we'll see how it goes. Let's move on to the ad. We are going to advertise for Slab City. Mike, you want to talk about that?
Sure. Slab City Sports Cards and Collectibles is a Facebook group run by Garrett and his wife Tiffany. If real quick, guys, if you guys hear this and want to give some positive and keep some thoughts for Garrett, who is currently deployed. It's a long deployment, so he's actually out. Tiffany is running the show, but they do a PSA DNA submission group. So if you guys want something authenticated by PSA DNA, you can contact Tiffany or Garrett through their Facebook page. The link is on our site, www.autographersanonymous or graphersaa.com. Both of them will take you to the same spot, and the link for their Facebook group is there. They do basic submissions where they just authenticate the autograph, and they also do a full submission where they authenticate and also grade the autograph. So there's different types of submissions that you can do, but that is Slab City Sports Cards and Collectibles, run by our friend Garrett Card Cutter 23 on YouTube, and his wife Tiffany. Link on our page.
And we will be doing giveaways, sponsored giveaways on the Facebook page during the break. So you guys can look forward to those. And if you haven't, go ahead and like our page on Facebook. Everything's on the website, autographersanonymous.com, including a link to Slab City. Moving on to the winner for the giveaway from the last show. And the winner is Dawn Heston. Congratulations. You won a set signed by the entire, well, 6 of us. We could only afford 6, designs, guys. So we got 6 autograph cards coming your way from the gang. And thank you for entering, Don. I did want to read a couple answers that we got in to our question. What is the creepiest autograph that you would want in your collection? Just the creepiest thing you could think of. One, I'll leave names off since it's creepy. One person said O.J. Simpson signed black leather glove. So that would definitely be an interesting piece. And he's not sure if it's creepy. Go ahead. And then the other one was a Beatles White Album signed in blood by Charles Manson. So that would definitely be that would be up there in the creepy factor. So all right, guys, we're not going to do a giveaway obviously on this show because our next show is to be announced for the next season. But we are going to do the Case Against nominations, and we're going to pick 2 people here. We're not going to run a poll this time because on our first show back, we're going to do 2 people for the Case Against. So you get a double bubble on our comeback. The selection for this show is Jimmy Carter, Tom Selleck, Michael Madsen, Matthew Modine, Hulk Hogan, brother, and Jack Nicklaus. So, who you want to cut?
Michael Madsen.
Michael Madsen, okay. Yeah, we actually, me and Stacy did a test run of this segment when we first came back with the podcast, and we did Michael Madsen, and it's a tough one.
You and who?
Yes, the ghost, the ghost man. So we'll scratch him off. We'll eventually probably get to him, but I mean that's a tough one. That's probably a one episoder. If we're doing 2 in one episode, Michael Madsen would be a tough one to do in that. So Modine, is he a big enough name up here with Jimmy Carter, Tom Selleck, Hulk Hogan, and Jack Nicklaus?
He wasn't. He's doing Stranger Things, but I think he's a minor enough character we can cut him.
Okay. Chase, you go with these cuts.
I mean, I like to see Modine, but I mean, I agree with
your case, my friend.
With the others here, I mean, as far as the name recognition, he's probably not up there with the other ones. So
maybe for our first show back,
maybe we
need the bigger names to bring in the views. So Jimmy Carter, he's not in good health, so it'd be an interesting one to do. I mean, he's not in good health, so hopefully he hangs on till the spring. But I kind of want to put him as a solid yes. What do you guys think?
Doesn't get better than a president, so
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Chase,
I'm fine with doing him.
Okay, excuse me. Okay. So we'll Jimmy's a shoo-in. So now we're down to Tom Selleck, Jack Nicklaus, and Hulk Hogan. We need one of those guys.
that's some big names. So let's
Yeah.
see. I have not seen
Couple goats.
Yeah, I haven't seen a recent return from Hogan. So if we're gonna do him, it's gonna be his earlier stuff.
Right.
I have seen some recent stuff from Nicholas, and of course, we got Magnum still signing. So I think we got to stick with if we're going to do recent ones, but if we want to go head to head with a president and one of the biggest icons of their sport, we go with Hogan.
Okay. We can do Carter and Hogan. Oh, man. I was leaning toward Nicholas.
So, you know,
Right? That's that's one of the biggest names in golf. So
Selleck has so much crap around the signature. He would be a very interesting one to do.
he may need to be one that's his own, because I think
there's a lot of different pieces of evidence.
Yeah, there's been going back for a while on that one. So
okay, yeah, that's true. We'll strike Selleck. We'll leave it to the goats. So Nicholas or Hogan? All these people that have the Hogans in their collection, like
I don't have either one of them, so I don't have a.
You don't have a dog in the fight.
No, but I mean.
Okay, we're doing Hogan.
I'm good with looking up any of them.
We'll do Hogan, and we'll put Nicholas on the back burner. All these guys are really good choices. So when we come back for our next season, guys, we're going to be doing on our first episode the case against Jimmy Carter and the case against Hulk Hogan, all in one episode. We might have to do like an hour and a half or 2 hour episode on that. We'll see. Because it'll just be an hour of Mike doing returns. So look forward to that, guys. That's the case against when we come back for season 2. This entire year that we've done the podcast will be season 1. And we'll mark it as such on the podcast so you guys can see. It's kind of a common thing podcasts are doing nowadays. All right. That wraps up the show, guys. Sorry that we didn't have a substantive topic. We just kind of wanted to talk about the podcast so you realize where we're coming from with this decision. And you can always, if you do have any questions, you can still use Fanatic Feedback, and we'll answer it on Facebook. Let's do that. And promotion time. Mike?
Of course, you can find all the links on our site for everyone. Real quick, you guys we didn't talk about it this show because it's fairly new and we don't have a lot of information yet, but there could be a lot of changes coming to YouTube that could affect pretty much the entire platform. So we'll keep a close eye on that, and as things develop, if they do, we'll talk about it next show. But as of right now, we may not have YouTube platforms anymore.
Right. That's one of the reasons too. I mean, a good reason to kind of take a break to kind of figure out where everything lands with that. Because the streaming thing, we're going to figure out which platform we really want to stream on and commit to it. And YouTube is an option, and if all this falls the wrong way, it won't be an option. So
you guys can do your own research. It's COPPA or COPPA, COPPA. It's the FTC or FTC, Federal Trade Commission. They're cracking down on YouTube, and YouTube is basically deflecting everything back on the users. So, anyways, because I mentioned it because I am prevalent on YouTube, and so is Chase. Troy does a lot of YouTube, so it could affect the autograph community, but we'll have to wait and see. We just don't know yet. But anyways, check out AutographersAnonymous.com for all the links to everyone's site. Like I said in the beginning, and returns, autographs for a cure probably will be being adjusted slightly just because I'm not paying $250 for an e-commerce site that I'd lose money. So I'm just not, I don't have the traffic. So making some changes there, but just,
I'll help you out with that, Mike. I think I can help you out and figure some stuff out because I've dealt with some of that stuff in the past. Anyways, definitely go check out Autographs for a Cure, guys. It goes to a good cause. Chase?
Just right now, I'm on YouTube, Chasing Ink.
Not for long.
Rip.
You know, and one of the things that I've been doing some research on this, and the thing that I'm seeing really would, if you have some smaller YouTube channels that you like and you watch like a lot, definitely subscribe to them. I mean, even if you watch them one time, if you somewhat like them and want them to kind of stick around, that will be the first step, because one of the things that YouTube is going to do is they're in it for money. I mean, they're a business, and they had made mention that if they see channels aren't going to make them money, they may just cut them. So if you can show growth on some of the smaller channels, then they might get to stick around.
It's a cost risk analysis. It's the
Right.
story. So yeah, they're implementing that supposedly, which it's not going to be good.
So as long as I have a channel, I'll be on there.
Yeah, and if YouTube goes away, there's always going to be somebody who pops up. Instagram's already pretty big community at this point for autograph collecting. I know it's more limited, but that's always an option to a certain extent. But yeah, check out Chase's channel. Again, everything's on the website. The link's right there. You can click it and subscribe to him. Also, thumbs to the sky, guys. Back when I was doing YouTube channels stuff, had this little thing called thumbs to the sky. If you guys watch any of the autograph, any small YouTuber, give them a thumbs up. That also helps with their show. And for me, just bargainhistory.com, fabricfobs.com. Those are my business websites. And go visit those. And obviously autographersanonymous.com.
They make great Christmas gifts, FYI.
Yeah, dude, I've been like packing stuff like crazy the last 2 weeks. And thank you if you guys bought anything. Thank you for your business. All right, that's it. We're going to be gone for a long time. No, not for a long, long time, but we'll see you in a few months. Check out our Facebook page or our website for updates, and we'll let you know the scheduling for season 2 of Autographers Anonymous. And you take care, all of you autograph addicts.